Hey guys, in this video I'm gonna show you how to add render process pattern in your React project. Here you can see I have this state management and the UI. Okay, when we use render process pattern, we can make this business logic and the rendering logic reusable. Okay, therefore this is a very important pattern. Also, there are two methods of implementing this pattern. I'm gonna show you the both. Therefore, make sure you stick till the end. Also, I want to show you one thing here. When I add use effect and here when I console log render, here when I type something, you can see the main component get rendered. But when we use the render process pattern, it won't render when I type every time. So I will show you that one also. Okay, let's start coding. Here I'm gonna create a new component called app form. I'm gonna create a reusable form. Okay, so here in the app form, let's create a component. Okay, now here I'm gonna copy this logic and paste it in here, and here I'm gonna copy this form up to this one and copy to here. Okay, now I'm gonna add the handle submit function here. This is a form event handler. Here I'm gonna add e.prevent default. Therefore our app won't get refresh when I submit the form. Okay, here I'm going to import these things and this one. Here I have the form. Okay, now this form can be any type, right? So I can add any here, but it is in the proper way. When we use TypeScript, we have to add the generic here t, and I'm gonna add t here. Here in the props, I'm gonna change it to interface. Here I'm gonna add t. Here I'm gonna add default value t. Here I'm gonna pass t. Here I'm gonna add props dot default value like that. Here's the render props pattern part. Okay, normally we add children, it is React node, right? So when we use render props pattern, we create a function and return React node. Okay, let me remove entire thing and add that part. Props dot children. We cannot just add prop dot children directly because it is a function. Now we have to call it. Now there's a simple improvement that we have to do, because here we have to directly modify an object, key and value pair object. If we have sub objects within the object, this form wouldn't work. Therefore I'm gonna add a new interface called app form state props, which has key that is a string and value can be string, number or date, anything you prefer, like this, and I'm gonna add it like this. Okay, so yeah, now it works. Also here in the form, I'm gonna pass form. We can pass parameters to our render props function. Here it is t. Here I'm gonna add handle change. It is similar to this. Okay, so I'm gonna pass form and handle change here. Okay, now I'm gonna add here set form. When you submit, we have to set the form to default value. Okay, yeah, let's add the title. It is a string. Let's add the title here. Here let's add t and like this. Okay, let's go to here, and here I'm gonna add I to do and app form state props. Here let's add something. Yeah, you can see when I add this one, this value should be string, number or date. You can see I cannot add sub values now because I add this one at the end. Okay, so make sure you create that one as well. Now let's remove this logic. We don't need them anymore. Let's remove this one also. Okay, now here's the form. Here I'm gonna copy this entire div. Let me check whether I add the div. Yeah, we have to remove this one. Okay, we don't need that one. Nice. Here I'm gonna get this div, and here I'm gonna add app form, and I'm gonna pass it like this. So when we pass it like this, we get an error because now our children is a function. Okay, therefore I'm gonna call it like this and return like this. Okay, now I'm gonna get the form and handle change. Okay, so here I'm gonna add default value init form. Okay, here I'm gonna add title to do form. Here I'm gonna remove this title as well. All right, now I have to add on click here. Here I'm gonna add handle submit. To handle submit, I'm gonna pass I to do. Here this is the form event handler. I'm gonna add a new function. That functions return a new function. Okay, this is what we call Karin. So if you don't know how to add Karin, please watch my video. So here I have form. That form is I to do. Okay, handle submit. Now I have to pass the form. Done. Let's go to the web app and test it. Here I'm gonna type hi and press enter. Now it works. So this is the other part. I have added this render one, right? This render comes from React. Okay, now I'm gonna type. Now you can see there isn't any rendering. When I submit, it renders. You can see I have removed this unnecessary rendering from this main component. Okay, but when I add this hook in app form, this component can renders, but this main component won't. Therefore our application is much more performance than before. Okay, so I'm gonna remove this one, so because I have already showed you why I need that one. All right, now I'm gonna show you the second method. Before I show you the second method, make sure you like and subscribe to this channel, because 95% of you haven't done that. I want to give you free high quality content. Okay, all right guys, for the second method, I'm gonna show you how to pass two different components to your render props component. Yeah, it sounds confusing, but here you can see I am passing one React component here. Just like that, we can pass multiple of them. Instead of passing as children, we can pass them in here as props. So I'm gonna show you that one now, right now. Here I'm gonna add app list.tsx tsrfce. Here also I need generics. Yeah, too many generics, right? So here I'm gonna copy this entire div and paste it in here. Okay, now I'm gonna get a prop. It is title. It is written in the React node just like before. Okay, and also I'm gonna get list item. Here also I'm gonna return React node. All right, so here I'm gonna remove this and pass props dot title. Here I'm gonna add interface c props. Here I forgot one thing. I need to get items. Items is a t array. Also here the title I'm gonna pass items. It is also t array. Here for the list item I'm gonna pass item. It is t and index is the num. All right. Now here props dot title I'm gonna pass dot items. Here in the map you can see I am calling this one. Instead of doing that, I'm gonna type props dot list item and I'm gonna pass item comma index. Yeah, here props dot items. Here I'm gonna use it now. Here I'm gonna add app list. Here I have three things. First items means to do's. Here title. Here this one I'm gonna pass this. Okay, here I'm gonna get items dot length. Okay, here I'm gonna get to do list item. I'm gonna pass this entire function. That's it. So I'm gonna remove this entire list. I'm gonna show you the result here now. Here when I press I, you can see it's the same thing. Now here I have render props, but this time I am rendering multiple components at the same time. Here I only render one component within children. Okay, these are the two different methods. Also you can see in here for the title I pass just the string. Here I pass this render props also. The reason is when we add the to-do form, we don't need dynamic titles, but when it's come to list, there are some places we need them. Okay, that's why I am passing it like this. So according to your use case, try to add different methods like this. In this way your work will become easier. All right, that's the end of this video. See you in the next one.